I want to explain what happened on the 23rd of June 2008 and share our experience and lessons with you. This DVD will explain more, but briefly, a gang of 4 were working near Gypsy Lane, installing equipment in the forefoot in an agreed safe method of work. The lookout was positioned near to the up slow, and the work party were working on the down main. A train approached on the up slow, impeding the lookout's line of sight. He signalled to the gang to move out to a position of safety, but for reasons not understood, the COS did not wait for the all clear and took his team back to work with a train approaching on the down main. Thankfully, no one was injured, but this DVD demonstrates the high-risk environment we operate.
And I was aware that they weren't aware of the After being issued with the work by the supervisor, I'm the team leader, so I decide who's going to be COS for the day, lookout and installation staff. OSS and TSS. Jamie, your COS, mate.
My name's Jamie Harridan. I work for Anders Elite and I was a COS on that day.
I appointed Jamie as a COS and we both agreed for me to be lookout on that occasion. The train was probably approaching at approximately 40 miles an hour.
When on is a train approaching, where my lookout will blow up, boys will acknowledge the lookout to say they've understood his warning, stand back to position of safety within the 10 seconds and acknowledge the train driver as the train passes.
On this line, it's a busy stretch of line, so you've got one on every couple of minutes.
Well, he blew us up for the train, obviously coming on the up slow. We acknowledged, got off track, so got to a position of safety.
As the train passed me, I obviously lost my sight, and for the team working on the down main.
The freight train then passed where I could see the lookout, so I put the boys back to work in the down main.
We went back to work after the lookout to give us an initial warning prior to him saying it was all clear.
As the train had just passed me on the up slow, I saw a train approaching the team on the down main.
We didn't see the train. The lookout seen the train and verbally screamed us off.
The shock for me was the team didn't see the train approaching. We've seen trains go past at line speed 125 all the time, but when you see your friends in the forefoot of a train approaching them, they're unaware of the train. And I was aware that they weren't aware of the train approaching.
We got the warning off the lookout and initially just jumped off the track out the way.
They looked up and just moved, instantly moved.
When we looked up, the train was too close as it was, and by the time we actually got up, grabbed what tools we were using and jumped out, it was passing us.
The train was going about 110 miles per hour.
We had roughly about 4 or 5 seconds in the cess.
In my estimation, I believe 3-4 seconds for them to get off track before the train actually was at the work site.
But it didn't give us the adequate 10 seconds to get off track. Well, me and 2 of my workmates would have been dead.
Basically, 3 of my friends would have been dead.
Obviously the 3 guys that were working it would have been all over for, and the devastation for the families that had been found out later that day.
Barry Metcalf's got 3 kids, 3 girls, and Andy's just had a baby boy, you know. So they would have been leaving them behind.
Well, I got 3 young children at home, and basically the dad wouldn't have been coming home that night.
There must have been a misunderstanding between me and the cause, because until I'd regained my sight, the group should have been in a position of safety.
The safe system was the right safe system. It worked all day. Like, I just put it down to complacency, obviously, at that time.
All we can put it down to is complacency. There was no reason why the team should have been in the forefoot at that time without me regaining the sighting. It was just basically being complacent on the day.